Hi, my name is Charlene Carruthers, and I am on here tonight because I wanted to talk about the Detroit Empower You training day one. I actually wanted to cover all of day one minus the talk with Ray Higdon because I'm actually going to do that as a separate training. And then yesterday I did the talk with the Wall of Influence panel, and that was also day one as well. So I'm going to cover all the rest of day one in one training and try to make this quick. So our first speaker, we had, her name is Leanne Ruff, and she talked a lot about personal vision statements and how they're like your North Star. She discussed how we need to have less fear, not be fearless. Because if you think about it, everybody has fear. So it's weird to say, so and so's fearless. No, they just fear less, not they have no fear. So just kind of keep that in mind. Like, everybody has fear. You're going to have fear when you first start out. And as you build those muscles, then you fear even less. And then just kind of go back into remembering we all need to grow and we all need to give. We need that growth. We need that giving. We need to have our passion and our purpose where we're trying to help someone else. So instead of serving us, we need to serve others. And it's not what it did to you, but instead what it did for you. So when you have those really hard times in life, like I recently had a breakup. So what she had challenged us all to do is think about those hard times and then think, what did it do for you? So look at what you gained from it. What knowledge, what insight, kind of looking at it, reanalyzing it, not so much what could you have done differently, but what did you gain? And like myself, I feel like I have gained more insight and perspective into my limiting beliefs than I had before. I actually did talk about this on my Facebook page about micro missions. So doing the small things, which I thought was a very interesting perspective because, we kind of think of this like big goal, like what is it that you want? Like for myself, what impact do I want to make? I apologize, my grandson's going to be popping in and out apparently. But what is it that you want to do with your life? Like, what impact do you want to make? And then break it down into a smaller mission. So, like, I want to make a very big impact. And I'm part of Rank Makers, and so that's been one of our daily activity or action steps. At one point, we were supposed to determine what would we do if we had all the money in the world. What are 3 things that you would go do or buy, and one had to be about your purpose, about your impact. Well, mine would be, I would like to make sure that all the children that go to school have their school lunches paid. Like, I think that would be a small impact that I could start out with, which is one person at a time. And, go to the school and just pay someone's account. And as I have more money, I can start paying more. And then just, do that bigger. Well, she was talking about doing micro missions where you just do one small thing. And so then you feel accomplished, like you did do something, you did make a difference. And it doesn't have to be a global difference, it's just a difference. Like, you impacted one person's life, which is amazing. To that person, you are the world. So I thought that was pretty cool. Leanne talked about doing your personal vision statements. And so the things you would do is, what is your name? Who could you help? and what could you help them with? So, what is life doing for you? What is life doing for you? And like, what someone's statement is. Okay, and I actually wrote this down. What someone's statement is. I apologize. Oh, this is what someone said in the crowd at the end that their personal vision statement was. I help women discover and unleash their inner diva. That's pretty awesome. So when someone asks you, what do you do? This is what I do. So Sonia Akins, she is a presenter from Canada. She talked about your why versus your vision. Why is how you got here. So how you started with Younique, or how you started with the company that you're with. And your vision is something totally different. So talk about what you want and what you have. Use I am statements. So I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am God's greatest creation. You know, use those I am statements. And then feel your vision. So Sonia talked a lot about vision in her vision board. So keep dreaming if you have all you wanted. So just keep dreaming. And then take action. Question your vision. So what she does on her vision board, which is amazing. So she takes her vision board and she will move. How? Oakley, please. She will move. Sorry. He's just been crawling all over my knees, which hurt really bad. And somehow doesn't feel like he should stop, because that's what 3-year-olds do. Okay. So she talked about a lot about what her vision board is. She takes her vision board. She has a vision board and a gratitude board. Everything that's on her vision board, when she attains it, goes onto her gratitude board. Stop right now, please. Okay? That hurts my knees. Sorry. So she takes things from her vision board. She'll take it off and she'll put it on her gratitude board once she accomplishes it. The other thing that she does, and this is kind of like the micro missions as well, is she breaks things down. So she has a picture of her house. Actually, what she has a picture of is a chair, and the house is in the back. And she has a picture of the chair, and she, talked about, like, the chair is facing this, and, how does it feel when you're sitting in the chair, and the wind is blowing at your face. And she broke it down, and then she broke it down further. So if you are visioning, like, I want a new house, okay? And that's, like, been a great vision, even though I know I just moved. But I want a house, like, I have it in my mind, some of the things I want in my brand new house. I'm going to have it built. I want it to be by water. Like, I have some things. So she has this picture. She wants a house. She wants a very specific chair. It's going to face out in the water. So what she broke it down to is she bought the chair. So now she's starting to actually live out her vision, because now she's sitting in that chair, picturing that house. And now she took it one step further, and her kids are also sitting in their chairs, same chairs, as she is slowly getting things to get to the house. And she talked about her friend, also as a presenter, wants to go to Italy and eat spaghetti from an Italian restaurant. And the first thing her friend went and did was bought the special fork that she would use, like the type that you would use if you were in Italy eating spaghetti. She went out and bought, no, that goes on the dining room table. She went out and bought the fork. So, like, she's one step closer. So just kind of those little things. And then you can look at the fork, and the fork reminds you of what your vision is, and you're just one step closer. So I thought that was pretty awesome, breaking it down that way. Then, break down like your chair with mascara and live the life you want. So find out how much your chair costs. Divide that by how many mascaras you need to sell. And that's how close you are to part of your vision. Trisha Hyde, so I don't know if you had heard of her before. She is also Black Status. She is amazing. She talked about social media branding because before she became a presenter, she actually had her own photography. And she was actually on social media, had a really good following before she started. So she hit Black pretty quick. But that's because she worked for 7 years, Tyler, all the time. So she said that your bio should reflect your 5 things. So 5 things about you and 5 current things. And your bio should reflect those 5 things. People buy people. They don't buy products. They buy you. Not learning to take care of yourself. So not doing self-care is actually failing you. That you need to take care of yourself. And you need to walk people through your season of life. And remember, you're not boring. I, for the longest time, thought I was boring. Now I could care less. But I did think I was boring. And sometimes I'm like, oh, this life is probably so boring. I'm so sorry. But I'm not boring. I'm unique. I'm different. I'm worthy. I'm beautiful. You're unique. You're worthy. And you're beautiful. So then we had our last speaker before Ray was Melena Carnell. And she talked about the book The Secret, which I haven't read yet, which is about the law of attraction. That's one of the next books I plan on reading. I'm actually reading right now Girl Stop Apologizing. That was a book that one of the Black Statuses recommended in one of the other panels for helping with your mindset. And then after that, I'm going to be reading the book that Ray Higdon currently is reading because the last book I read that he was reading really has helped me, which was Ego is the Enemy. That actually was amazing. I really love it. So he's reading some leadership strategies. And I did see the book because he said who it was, and I can't remember now who it was. But I did see that book in Audible when I was looking for Girl Wash Your Face. Or no, Girl Stop Apologizing. I watched Wash Your Face before. So anyway, sorry. So Melena talks about law of attraction, ask, believe, and receive. Be very specific on what you want. So don't say, I want to be debt-free or I am debt-free because you're putting the word debt in there. And that is saying to the universe, I want debt, which you will get what you want. Always say when you're doing affirmations, always do them in present tense. Always do the I am affirmations. Unless you listen to Ray who talks about the affirmations, which is a whole other subject we can talk about later. Don't limit yourself. Again, you are God's highest creation. And there's no limits. Get out of your lack mentality and believe. Make sure you manage your self-talk. No negativity. Only positive. And, know what your values are. And she listed a couple of her values. Courage, faith, strength. So know what your values are. So that is what I had for you tonight. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have an amazing evening. And my grandson said thank you. Bye.
Bye.
He's waving to you. Bye.